they can still run as an independent. Some of them act like independents. I respect them for that. Some of them act like Democrats. I don't respect them for that. Let them run where they want to. But we have an obligation to all 9 to 10,000, however many it was at this last convention. We have an obligation to listen to these people. And I remember you and I, Mr. Chairman, at one of our meetings that we campaigned at. And I followed your lead at that when you said Rule 44 needs some more teeth.
Yep.
And the convention listened. It got more teeth. And are we really Republicans? Or are we something else? And I want to tell you right now, I am a lifetime Republican. I don't know any other way to think. And these 10 people on this list today are something else. And they're hiding behind that big number R, that big letter R. And all this work that we have done, and the things that we've heard today and leading up to this meeting, if anybody needs any inspiration today, I ask you to follow me. I am not afraid.
Amen.
Thank you. I'm going to take a second, one more recess if you don't mind. Just 1 second, hold on. And it is, not a recess.
Did your feet ever stop?
What?
Did you ever shut your feet down?
No.
I'm going to make a... All right. Okay, we're back. As a rule of this building, we cannot campaign or have signs inside of any of the rooms. That's why I let it take something. We're good. Paul, he's done. Okay? Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, Jim Pickle, SDA. I rise in support of withdrawing penalty 3 from this resolution. We've had a lot of guesswork by people. Hey, this might happen. That might happen. No, this certainly won't happen if we do that. Well, maybe it will. Okay, so one thing we now know is at least one thing that will happen because they just told us. So that's not speculation anymore. And I've heard people say on here, we just have to go forward and ignore the consequences of our actions. There's a group of people who do that. You know who they are? Children. Children act without consequences.
Ask 3 questions. Stop answering them.
We need to take this off for all of the reasons you've heard today, but most importantly, what I said a long time ago, which is, why do you think the SREC has a different role in this than the counties do? Because the counties are close to these reps. They're passionate. They act on their emotions. We're supposed to be the adults in the room. We're supposed to look at what they did and say, not pat them on the head, but say, okay, that doesn't quite rise to the level that we as a body believe is enough to incur all of the wrath that we are going to incur if we do this. Now, Representative Patterson is the last one of our resolutions of a person who is likely to run again in 2026. So once we get past this, I think we're done. But we need to take penalty 3 out of this resolution and be the adults in the room. I yield.
Thank you. Give me 1 more second. Can you turn the sound down on the live stream? Anyone in opposition of removing penalty 3? Okay, since the debate is over, we're going to vote on penalty 3, removing the penalty 3 amendment itself. It's a voice vote. All in favor of removing penalty 3, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Nay. The ayes have it. Now we're back on penalty 1 and 2. Are there any debate or discussion on penalty 1 and 2? Seeing none, we're going to vote on penalty 1. Are you guys ready? If you are in favor of penalty 1, please press 1. If you are in opposition, press 2. If you want to abstain, press 3. With 45 yeas and 15 nays, the penalty 1 is sustained. It will be imposed. We are on penalty 2. Since no discussion, all in favor of penalty 2? Hold on. We're not done yet. All in favor of penalty 2, please press 1. All in opposition, press 2. If you are abstaining, press 3. With 45 yeas, penalty 1 and penalty 2 is imposed on Jared Patterson's resolution. Thank you. The next resolution. Andy.
Mr. Chairman, the penultimate resolution in our report is the resolution of concurrence for Dade Phelan. This is in concurrence with the Orange County censure, and there are 9 alleged actions, violations of the principles and our legislative priorities. The requested penalties are 1, 2, and 3, the details of which you can find in the documents previously covered. With that, Mr. Chairman, on behalf of the Resolutions Committee, I move the adoption of the resolution of concurrence for Representative Dade Phelan.
The resolution on the table is for resolution against Dade Phelan. Do we have a discussion on the concurrence? Seeing none, we're going to vote on the concurrence. All in favor of concurring with the resolution against former Speaker Dade Phelan, press 1. All in opposition, press 2. You're abstaining 3. Do we have a proxy for David? Susan Fountain? We have the concurrence at 45, which is past the threshold. The concurrence is imposed, or concurrence passed. Now we are in the penalty part of the resolution against Representative Dade Phelan.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to go ahead and vote to enforce penalty 1.
It's already in there, so we don't need a motion, we have it.
Can
All
we-
3 of them are in there.
Oh,
You
okay,
can
so go
strike
ahead
them
and-
if you want to.
Okay, so we can't make a motion to go ahead and vote?
You want to call the question on penalty 1?
Yes.
Okay. Are we good with penalty 1, call the question? Do we have a second? Second. All right. All in favor of calling the question on penalty 1, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. All right, the ayes have it. Now we are going to have to take a vote on the penalty 1. Mike, are you ready for it?
Yes, we're ready.
You ready? Hold on. The secretary needs some help.
You can start.
Okay. All in favor of penalty 1 for Dade Phelan, press 1. All in opposition of penalty 1 against Dade Phelan,
Jane,
press 2.
you need it one more time? Thank you. One more. There you go, Patrick. Hit it again. There we go. All right, then we're good.
45 yeas and 13 nays and five abstain, the penalty 1 is imposed. Are we ready for penalty 2 or 3, or do we have a motion?
I wanted to make an amendment to strip penalty 3.
Okay? Please, do I have a second? Okay, we have a second. Would you like to speak?
Sure, Rolando Garcia, SD15. The delegates added penalty 3 at the convention. They did not mandate that we use it in any particular case. There will have to be a test case in penalty 3 eventually, but it's up to us to be strategic, to pick the strongest possible case at the best possible time. We only get one shot at winning a penalty 3 case in court. As I've said repeatedly, this will get much easier once we've won the closed primary case. So I'm asking this body, if you actually want to protect Rule 44 and penalty 3, to take this out. Because Dave Phelan is not running for re-election. However, he would absolutely file to take RPT to court on this penalty 3 case. This is not the penalty 3 case we want to take to court. I do believe there are 3 legit violations that would warrant penalties 1 and 2, but there are a lot of very weak violations. Again, please be strategic about deciding which is the first penalty 3 case we take to court.
Thank you. Yes. Are you speaking?
I'd like to speak in opposition to the amendment.
Yes, ma'am.
Lydia Covey, SD3. My colleague used a great word, mandate. I am from Orange County, the county that passed the censure, and the precinct chairs do mandate that we pass penalty 3 on Dave Phelan. We have had Dave Phelan as representative for many years. This county is very acquainted with him, and they are fully aware of what that means, passing penalty 3, and they do mandate it. The concern with not passing penalty 3 for Phelan, even though he's not running, he says he is not running. That's the thing. He says he's not running. That doesn't mean that he is not or that he won't down the road. For future generations, if he gets to be in his old age and decides to run for something else, I would like that to be on his record, and all of the people from Orange County would too, because they have told me that. So again, Orange County, who has passed this censure, does mandate penalty 3 for Dave Phelan.
Thank you. Are you in opposition or favor
I'm in
of the amendment?
opposition.
We just had an opposition. Are you in opposition as well?
Opposition.
Do we have anyone in favor of the amendment? Okay, seeing none, you go, Kurt. You go.
Yeah, Leslie Thomas, SD22. I want to remind this body that this is the second time that Representative Phelan has been censored. I think that he is at the top of the list of one who deserves a timeout for 24 months. I think that, and he also doesn't have our president's endorsement because he voted against school choice. That is what I like to see.
Yes, sir.
And I was going to concur with what Leslie just said in part, which is that in terms of President Trump, which has been a part of the discussion today, Trump did not endorse Mr. Phelan. So that should not be a consideration in the present moment of whether we would or would not endorse or enact penalty 3. And plus, I know President Trump is a very smart man, a very good politician, a guy who has really backed the Republican Party of Texas in extreme ways, a guy who knows that we have his back and he has had our back. And I know that President Trump, because he is a smart man, would not oppose the Republican Party of Texas because he knows that we are more for him than almost any other state in the country. So I think that it's ridiculous to propose that he would actually attack the Republican Party of Texas because he knows that we support him and he knows that that we are really key to being the firewall for the rest of the country. So because he is such a smart man, I know that he would not oppose us if we were to do this or on other resolutions as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Speaking in favor,
Okay.
SD8, I'm a lawyer, charge my clients lots of money to go to court. I estimate that this lawsuit will cost the party between $250,000 and $400,000. whether we win or lose. So anybody that wants to vote for this penalty, I'm gonna put a box at the back of the room, and I want you to put your check for $35,000 in that box, so that you can pay for it, because we don't pay for things with other people's money in the Republican Party. That's what the Democrats do. So if you will have the force of your convictions, put your money where your mouth is.
Okay. All right, let's see, seeing no other discussion, let's go to the vote on the penalty 3 itself. Are you guys ready? All right. It's a voice vote. All in favor of removing penalty 3, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Nay. The ayes have it. Now we're on the penalty 1. We did do penalty 1. We just have penalty 2 left. Seeing no other discussion on this, all in favor of adding penalty 2 to Dave Phelan's resolution, please press 1. If you're in opposition, press 2. And if you want to abstain, press 3. You can just press again. I keep doing that too. I kept pressing 1, but then I changed it to C. Yes.
We can double check a vote before we close it too. Okay, we do it then, and do it after.
If you leave, we need you to, if you don't have a proxy, we need you to bring the clicker back.
All we got you is yes for vote. Okay, thank you.
46, 12, and 4. Penalty 2 applies to Dave Phelan's resolution.
Yes. 4 hours.
All right, the last resolution, everything we've been waiting for here all day. The last resolution in our report is a resolution of concurrence for Representative Gary Van Dever. This is a concurrence with the Lamar County censure. There are, I believe there are 6 alleged violations of the principles and or legislative priorities, and the requested penalties are all 3, penalties 1, 2, and 3. The details, again, you can find in the documents previously posted. So with that, Mr. Chairman, on behalf of the Resolutions Committee, I move the adoption of the resolution of concurrence for Representative Gary Van Dever. And that will be the last resolution.
All right, 4:15, not too bad. We have a resolution on the table to censure State Representative Gary Van Dever. Do we have a discussion on this resolution? Yes, sir?
Yes, I would like to speak for this resolution.
Yes, sir?
And this is Lamar counties, but Red River County and Morris County also censured him and concurred with him because that was the strongest one. All 3 of these counties voted unanimous to censure him. And also Cass County had a meeting and the majority voted, but they couldn't get all their people there. And so they sent a letter of support for the use of Rule 44 today. And Gary Van Dever has not represented his constituents. He closed his office down the week that he would have got a censure up there. And so the chairman from Morris County had to drive to the Capitol to give him that censure. There is a lot of egregious things that I can stand here and tell you about, but he is one of only 2 Republicans Donald Trump did not endorse. And he is the single Republican that voted with the Democrats. I don't have the bill number here. It's that egregious thing that had to do with composting human bodies. And so he holds the distinction of joining them to vote for that. I ask everyone to make a statement simply because that's what we're here for. This is not a meeting to talk about the achievements that somebody's done for being there for 12 years. It's these other things. It's these things that's taken away and canceled out all the good things that we've tried to accomplish.
Good.
So I ask you to do what the grassroots have asked us to do
Thank you.
and censure him.
I will, as soon as she speaks, are you in opposition of removing, opposition
I'm
of?
in favor of the resolution.
Okay, then we're gonna go to call to question on this. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second on call the question. All in favor of calling the question, please say aye. Aye. All in opposition, say nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it. Now, but we're back on the resolution itself. Do we want to, we're going to the concurrence vote on the concurrence part of the resolution, not the penalties. You ready?
Are we over?
Sorry?
You didn't recognize this promotions on the penalties.
We're not there yet. Just the
Are we voting on the resolution right now?
Yeah, concurrence.
I'm tired.
That's another one over Steve Evans.
Jim said.
If you're in favor of concurring on the resolution against Gary Van Dever, do I have the right resolution? Gary Van Dever, please press 1. If you're in opposition of concurring, press 2. And if you're abstaining, Susan Valiant is gone.
Walter, Karen,
Walter? What are we missing? This is the concurrence part of the resolution against Gary Van Dever. Paul Hale had some choice words that I had to think about it to figure out what he was trying to tell me.
okay,
Are we good? All right. With 45 votes, we are concurring with the county party. Now we are on the penalty part of the resolution.
I'd like to move to remove penalty 3.
Remove penalty 3. We have a second. All right, do we have discussion? Yes, sir.
I'm in opposition.
Actually, before he gets to speak first. Yes.
Right. First of all, Gary Van Dever has a fantastic primary challenger, Chris Spencer. Please support him. I oppose penalty 3 for all the reasons we stated before. For an additional reason, I think in this case, is that we don't need it. Gary Van Dever barely won his primary, and if we impose penalties 1 and 2, that allows the party to actively oppose him in the primary, and with that, Gary Van Dever will lose his own primary. So we don't have to risk a court case on penalty 3 when penalties 1 and 2 will actually do the trick and accomplish what we want to accomplish. I'm not going to rehash all the political and the legal arguments and the financial arguments for why this is not the right time. But please consider that in this case, with a strong primary challenger and with penalties 1 and 2, this is not the right case to take to court on penalty 3. Gary Van Dever is bad, and I would also add that he violated a principle by voting against school choice, even though that is not in the resolution. So he clearly deserves penalty 1 and 2. He has a great primary challenger who almost beat him last time, and with the party support, we'll push him over the top, and so we don't have to risk a penalty 3 case in this instance.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
The issue is, do we have control over the name Republican or not? Does our platform govern that? And I believe the answer is yes. And so if someone does not behave according to our platform and does so egregiously, then we should have the absolute right as a private party, not an extension of the government, to decide and say, you may not use our name. You can't use our name. It's as if I went to McDonald's and started selling Whoppers. They could say, you can't use the McDonald's name to sell Whoppers. And so if someone has done that, and in this case, this is a person that has not been endorsed by President Trump and is a candidate for a penalty 3. And so I think that we need to stand and say, yes, we have the right as a party, we have the absolute right as a party to decide who gets to be in our primary. Primary is not the ballot. The ballot is the general election. The primary is a private contest of who we would put forward to the general ballot. we should have the ability to decide who we would put forward or not, and we should have, specifically through our procedures. We followed our procedures here. There's no political conflict in terms of endorsements or anything. There's clear violations that is agreed upon by most people in this room. And so I believe that we should not once again say, well, because of expediency, we're not going to do that. I think that just like we tell the legislature and other people they have to be brave and courageous and vote for things like President Trump tells us as well, to vote for things even if it's going to be hard on us, then we have to stand on principle and say, this is what it means to be a Republican, and so we're going to vote to say, you didn't do that, and you cannot use our name anymore. And so I believe that's valid, I believe it's a fight worth having, and I believe this is a case where there isn't an endorsement, there isn't even disagreement on the violations, it's optional.
Thank you. Are you in favor of penalty 3?
No, I'm opposed to removing.
Are you opposed to removing? That's what we just had. Are you opposed to?
I'm opposed to removing it.
All right, we'll organize you, sir.
Mike Wheeler, SD25, and I am standing on principle. I don't know if you remember last summer, the Democrat Party took Joe Biden off of their ticket. I'd rather not take the high ground and not go down that road. As Rolando said, he has a primary opponent. He's been censured. Let's leave it up to the people.
Thank you. Which one was, who were, yeah, go ahead.
Lydia Covey, SD3. All the arguments have been made for and against penalty 3, I believe. We've all heard it. But just as the youngest member of the SREC, remember that about 1 month ago was the death of Charlie Kirk. And that inspired my whole generation to stand for what is right, no matter what it costs.
Amen.
And just think about the future. I know that we think about the immediate future, but think about the long-term future. In 15 or 20 years, hopefully, I think, this room is going to be filled with Gen Z, my generation. And hopefully I'll still be here too. And I'm going to tell them about what we do here today, what's happening here, what's been going on. I'm going to be here to witness to them what's gone on before them. And I want a good story to tell. I want a brave story. I want to tell them that the SREC had backbone and that they did what was right, like Charlie, no matter what it cost them. The cost is great. I understand that. I guess to a lot of people, maybe I could be considered a child. That's okay. I don't care. I get called a lot of names. But I do understand the cost. And Charlie did too, and my generation does too. And so I just ask you to consider what your legacy is going to be. This is your last chance with this issue to have a backbone and stand up and do what is right, no matter what it costs you. So I know y'all have many years of experience on me. I know I'm the youngest one here, but just a thought for y'all to consider.
Thank you. Anyone in opposition? Okay, we have a call to question. Do we have a second? Okay, all in favor of calling the question, please say aye. Aye. All in opposition, say nay. Nay. The ayes have it. That's good now. That's good. All right, now we're back on the resolution itself. Rolando did, and Kelly Perry. Yeah, second. Yeah. Yes. All in favor of the amendment to remove penalty 3 from Gary Van Dever's resolution, say aye. Aye. All in opposition, say nay. Nay. Division. We're going to do this one more time. All in favor of removing penalty 3 from Gary Van Dever, say aye. Aye. All in opposition, say nay. Nay. Hold on. we're gonna go to the division. I know there's a threshold, way too late in the evening. Are you guys okay with that? Without an objection, we're gonna go to division. All in favor, please stand. Of removing penalty 3. If you're a proxy, raise your hand. Jane will count you, ma'am, that's fine, have a seat. Mike is enough. Mike is. Anyone with the proxy, please stand. Please raise your hand. Okay, 1, and we have Jane Kinsinko. Oh, she's.
I have 31, but I'm gonna count one more time because somebody.
That's fine, 31 is good.
You got 31?
Oh, did you get the people in the behind? Okay, all right, all in opposition.
Michael, why don't you have a sit down when you come? Okay, that's fine. Dan, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Up. 25, 26, got you, Jane, got you. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 again. All right, let's stay.
Vice chair up there.
32.
33.
Yeah. What do we need?
34.
The no votes of removing, because we were gonna have a bunch of abstain, so not everybody else is no. Found the no vote.
Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Leslie, you're up, 16, 17, come back over here, Deborah, 18, 19, Ralph, 20, 21. You don't look at, no. 22, 23, 24,
Okay,
24.
yeah. The rest of them, I'm assuming is abstain, right? All right. Well, they're left. So 33, 24. 34, 24. With 34, 24, the motion passes. Motion to strike penalty 3 passes. All right, now we are on penalty 1 and 2. Do we need a discussion on that? All right. All in favor of penalty 1, press 1. All in opposition, press 2. If you're abstaining, press 3. Need more people on press. All in favor, press 1 or A. All in opposition, press 2 or B. If you're abstaining. With 45 yeas, penalty 1 is imposed. Are we ready for penalty 2? Okay, hold on. Well, they're not ready. Give me 1 second. We're almost there. Well, after this, we do not have any new business. I'm going to recognize Jerry Fisher. Is she here? To speak for a little bit, a couple of minutes. Our next SREC is going to be December 1st week. We'll have the call and all of that, but just wanted you guys to know this, those dates. All in favor, we're on the penalty 2. All in favor of penalty 2, 1A. All in opposition, press 2B. And if you're abstaining, press 3C. With 45 yeas, 12 nays, the penalty 2 passed. That concludes our resolutions committee report. Thank you for being here for a wonderful day. And I apologize for being you know what Orlando said. And I will be much nicer next time. So this one, we will be, we'll take care. Come on up.
Woo, woo. Okay, thank you. Y'all can see me now, right? I'm standing up, Dale, thank you. Okay, real quick, a message from the Young Republicans of Texas. We are having our first state convention November 15th in Dallas. If you have a Young Republicans group in your county, please text me your name and number, and we will make a personal invitation for them to come to the convention. That's it. Goodbye, safe travels. See you in December.